Next up, let's carve out your ideal client avatar. So when someone goes to your website right now, does it speak to exactly the ideal customer you want to work with? There's an old expression, if you can see through Bob Jones's eyes, then you can sell what Bob Jones buys. So if you haven't done so, guys, go to excavationmarketingpros.com/worksheet, and you can follow along and get this client avatar sheet that we're going to go over. So who is your ideal customer avatar? Let's take an example here. Let's say that you do a lot of residential excavation, pool excavations. So who are we working with? Well, homeowners. We'll say 35 to 50. Typically female, occasionally male, married with 2 to 3 kids, head of household, annual income 100,000 plus, family oriented, reliable, not a do-it-yourselfer. They're not interested in renting the equipment from you. They're easily frustrated, likes to please people and expects the same in return. They like gardening, crafting, arts. They live in the suburbs, upper middle class, take an interest in their community. What are their fears and frustrations? Well, their existing yard is in disarray. They got a jerk for a neighbor who's complaining, can't get a dirt company on the phone or to return their call. They're worried they're going to pay too much, too busy to deal with it. Worried that the job will destroy an underground pipe or wiring. So here's messaging that works. Fast service, straightforward pricing, upfront pricing, satisfaction guaranteed, trustworthy professionals, trusted technicians, experienced excavators, financing available. Those are just some basic things that we found through testing. This wording actually works. It will help convert more leads. Here's a website that we found on the internet, an excavation website. And we would consider this a poor conversion setup because it's not using the best practices. So if you take a look at this, what are some things that you see? Comment in the chat that could be improved upon to make this site convert more leads. Paul is saying, I don't see any phone number. Yep, that's right. You're right, Paul. There is no phone number. So top right corner, big bold print. Eric is saying, I don't see any specials. Yep, you guys are on the right track. Absolutely. So, I mean, we've got a clear navigation here, but it doesn't tell the user some basic things like, for instance, the company name is not even shown on the homepage, the phone number, there is no call to action, there's no trust seals. So this one would actually need some work, right? So let me show you a best practice conversion setup. And you guys will see that this is definitely not rocket science. So we have up top a clear call to action, free estimates. And then right below it, it's a little tough to see, but it says 10% military veterans discount. We've got a video from the owner, a welcome video. We've got a unique selling proposition, interest-free financing available, 25 years experience. So you may have competitors that have the equal amount of experience. Do they offer interest-free financing? Think of what you can do that sets you apart from your competitors and makes you a little bit different. Here we got another call to action. It says, get a fast quote. We've got the phone number, big, bold, top right corner. We've got the reviews above the fold. These are actually getting pulled in from Google, from Facebook, from BBB, from different sources. So the person, once they're on the site, they do not need to click away, okay, and find out what's the reputation of the company. It's all right here. On the mobile site on the left, you'll see we have interest-free financing. So it's mimicking the desktop site. 25 years of experience with, that's the unique selling proposition. We've got the video from the owner. We've got a click to call button. All they got to do is push the button. We've got the reviews right there above the fold. They don't need to be hunting for the reviews. And we've got a clear call to action, get a fast quote. So right there, the person does not need to do anything with their finger, but just click a button. Here's an example, guys, of converting the lead at a minimum. Have a button, request a bid. So it clearly tells the person on the site, as soon as they get there, what you want them to do. And then a basic contact form. Let's expand on this, okay? We're going to get a little more fancy. So here's a streamlined website quote using AI. You can also use these forms to have logic. So request a bid, they click the button, it opens up a form, but now this form uses logic and artificial intelligence to pre-qualify and make decisions based on what you need. So obviously the leads come in where the time frame is more urgent, like I want help now, I'm looking to get started as soon as possible. I've got a bigger budget to work with. When the prospect is answering questions in this manner, that's a very well qualified lead, and you're going to want to direct that to the right person on your sales team so you can get that handled right away. If they're saying that, we're not looking to get started for 6 months or a year from now, right? That's not so hot. And so you could have them maybe sent to a lead nurture campaign and continue to send them emails. You can also give them the option as a fail-safe that if they're filling out the form and they decide, I don't have time for this or whatever, have something very simple as a backup, like a text us or a call us button right there so they could speak to someone and get in touch that way. And then in this day and age, the technology exists to have AI conversations through text messaging as well. So if they send in a, hey, can I have someone give me a quote, you can have a form set up or to text them and ask them questions to pre-qualify them, set appointments, and so on. So what is the typical problem excavation contractors have with their website marketing? Well, it's a big investment, right? Marketing's a big investment. And so we see traffic can happen, but there's not enough leads. Or there's too many leads and most are crappy for the jobs that you don't want to do. Both result in a low return on investment with parked excavators and an empty schedule. So that's the failure cycle. There's not enough leads being generated for the investment. Therefore, the business cannot grow. It's a feast or famine business cycle. Busy, then slow, busy, then slow. So the key here is to create a great site built to convert. Because when you do that, you consistently start converting your visitors into callers and leads. And this creates a full schedule with your earth movers moving and gives you momentum and consistent growth without those peaks and valleys. And that is success. Phones ringing, takeoffs, estimates being sent out, excavators running, and business is booming.